So we've come to Uplands Weir with Creekwatch, who is affiliated with Ozfish. So Ellie Sayers is one of the volunteers with Ozfish. She is helping out the students to learn about the organisms that are in the Ross River, some of the invertebrates that live here, plus some of the fish species, and gathering some data to help get to know what organisms are here and what aren't.
And so my name's Ellie Sayles. I'm the North Queensland Project Officer with Ozfish. Ozfish's main job is to improve fish habitat. So we are a nationwide charity, so we're not for profit, and we have employees and volunteers all over the country. So I'm based here in North Queensland, and my main role is running the Creekwatch program. So Creekwatch was established by Townsville City Council in the early 2000s and has been running for about 20 years. And the main goal is to get the general public, school groups, community groups, that kind of thing, out and about, learning a bit more about nature and conducting long-term scientific monitoring at the same time.
We've came to the Weir and we've came to discover some new water bugs and to see if the dam has any cons or pros to it. In the dam, it's separated, and on one side, if the animal or the fish is trying to get to the other side, it's bad, especially if it's going to migrate.
We've come to the Weir to find water bugs and different animals and to observe the surroundings around us.
Students today did a couple of different things. They did some water bug sampling and some fish sampling as well. So water bugs are really cool. They can tell you a lot about how healthy a waterway is purely by the kinds of bugs that you're finding in a particular system. So different bugs have different levels of tolerance to pollution. Some bugs are really tolerant and could basically survive in a puddle, and some need really high water quality. So if you're finding bugs that are very sensitive and need high water quality, then it's a fairly good indicator that the water quality where you're sampling is good. Today we sort of found mid-range bugs, a bit of variety, but nothing super sensitive. That's indicating that the Ross River in this particular section is likely okay. It's supporting quite an abundance of life, but you're not finding things that are really sensitive. So there's likely, some pollution in there, which is to be expected in this area.
So students are able to come out into the real world, actually visually see the organisms that are here, see the impact that urbanisation and humans have on the natural habitat, and implement and learn about how to implement some strategies to conserve the natural world.
We found water spiders, we found back swimmers and other bugs that we haven't found out what their names are yet.
Well, we found some back swimmers, some water spiders, and some mini lava dragonflies.
To make sure that the water is healthy and that fish are alright, and also that the creek is healthy.
I think this program is so cool for kids to be able to come out and make those real world connections between themselves and the area that they're living and their own environment. It teaches them obviously some hard skills with scientific sampling, but it's also really cool to just get out and have a bit of fun outdoors. Even for myself, water bugs was something that I didn't know all that much about until sort of starting this job, and then just not realising how much life there is just right there is kind of cool. So I think making those connections is awesome. That's probably the best part about Creekwatch, really.